Simon says subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive notifications.
Hello and welcome to this training on time management with a specific focus on balancing your work life and personal life. My name is Sarah and I'll be your guide today. As you are aware, time management is a critical skill for anyone who wants to be productive and achieve their goals. However, it's a phrase that has been discussed time and time again. So in this training, we're going to take a step outside of the box to think about some fundamental and creative solutions to time management. By the end of this training, you will have 4 strategies under your belt, along with 2 SMART goals and an accountability partner to keep you on track. First, let's talk about schedules and calendars. Once you have a calendar, the trick is how you utilize it beyond the obvious, which is responding to calendar events. Here's some creative ideas. Add deadlines and tasks to your calendar, especially reoccurring tasks such as prepping monthly agendas or newsletters or team updates. Block off time after meetings to debrief with the relevant stakeholders. Block out focus time to complete tasks or to strategize the day or week, which yes, may include spending time to update your calendar. Adding these deadlines and tasks to your calendar as an event will act as a to-do list, reminder and planner all in one. Add clean-out or catch-up blocks to your schedule. These are times when you can catch up and clean out your email, catch up on voicemails, clean up your desk, clean up your desktop and files. Consider using different colours to code your tasks and calendar events. Schedule time for breaks and do not ignore them. Take those breaks. Consider creative breaks. Google introduced 20% time, also known as passion projects, which allowed employees to use 20% of their work week to explore projects of their choosing, as long as it benefited the company. From this creative freedom came Gmail. Those so-called breaks from the hustle and bustle of the day-to-day may just give you the largest return on investment. Get the app. Whatever calendar service you use, get that specific app on your phone and mobile devices. Try turning on reminders, depending on your calendar service that may include email, push, or desktop notifications in increments of minutes or days. Finally, check your calendar more than just daily. Check it as often as you check your email. Delegating is a form of leadership and collaboration. Typically, employees hesitate delegating because they feel like they are pushing off their work onto someone else. While that can happen, let's reframe that thinking from pushing off work to collaborating. Ask yourself these questions before you delegate a task at work. 1. Is this within the skill set, capacity or interest of the person you are delegating the task to? 2. Will this empower them to learn a new skill or gain new experience? 3. Will you have to put more time into training the person to do the tasks versus actually doing it yourself? 4. Could you break down a section of the task which the person can complete and hand off to you to finish? When delegating in your personal life, ask these questions. 1. Is there a reciprocal relationship of helping each other out? For example, if you need your resume proofread, are you going to a friend or family member that is always on the providing end of favours? 2. Do you trust their ability to complete the task or favour? 3. Are they at a good point in their life to consume someone else's stuff? Third, envision what's most important. At the beginning of each day, week, month, or year, take some time to think about what you want to accomplish during that period. There will be many competing demands on your time and energy, but it's important to focus on what's most important to you. Ask yourself, what will make me feel satisfied, fulfilled, and happy at the end of this period? What are my priorities? What do I want to achieve? Once you know what's important to you, you can start to make decisions about how to allocate your time and energy. This may mean saying no to some things in order to focus on the things that matter most. Speaking of which, that brings us to point number 4. Set realistic expectations. Be realistic about what you can achieve. Don't try to do too much, or you'll just end up feeling overwhelmed and stressed, which can lead to burnout. Instead, focus on setting achievable goals and making progress one step at a time. In the workplace, if someone suggests a timeline on a task that you have objectively determined to be unreasonable, negotiate a more reasonable timeline. Be honest with yourself and others, and advocate for your capacity. This makes you a strong communicator that understands good management of time and resources. To recap, taking control of your calendar, delegating tasks, having a clear vision, and setting realistic expectations are 4 fundamental practices to balancing your work life and personal life. This sounds great in theory, but how are we going to put this into practice? Let's do a quick activity. Either on paper or digitally, pause the video and take time to reflect on 3 things from this training that you will begin implementing this week. Write down all 3 things. Using those 3 things, write 2 SMART goals. A SMART goal is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Pause the video and take time to reflect. Write down both SMART goals. Finally, who will keep you accountable? Write down one name, someone in your workplace or someone in your personal life that you can share the 2 SMART goals with. For example, in the workplace, it could be the person that does your quarterly or yearly reviews. Write down their name and how they can help keep you accountable. Great! Now you have a plan in place that sets you up for success. In close, let's acknowledge that we all want to strike that balance between our work life and our personal life. It takes a conscious effort to routinely reevaluate your time management skills. Write new goals and take necessary steps towards change. Like many things, it will not be a change that happens overnight, rather an investment that will pay off. I hope the skills you learned today bring you one step closer to finding balance in your day-to-day routine. Thank you for watching this training on time management with a focus on work-life management.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To see the full course that this video came from, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Simon Says It.